Jason Carl. Jason Carl. Jason Carl.
Let's tell a vampire story.
Hi, family. We here at McStabber Studios take the emotional well-being of our viewers very seriously. And due to the personal horror nature of Vampire the Masquerade, some of the content of our streams could cause some strong emotional responses. If you feel like that has happened to you during any of our streams, take a moment, take a break, mute the stream, or just skip an episode. Or if you decide that you want to sit through it and watch it, we are available in chat to talk you through it if you need that. Ultimately, we want you to take care of yourself. Do what you feel like you need. Thank you for joining us on this dark journey, and we hope you enjoy this episode of DC by Night, Vengeance Waits.
Good evening, Licks. It's your friend Twitch again. Welcome to my little Streams of Darkness news update. This week it's brought to you by our sponsor, Aluka Blood Product Services. Aluka BPS, tapping that potential of blood. Down in Vancouver, it turns out that Malkavian Primogen I talked about last week might be a Toreador. It sounds like the Clan of the Moon is operating with their usual bit of flair. If you want to see more on that one, you should pop over to Vancouver by Night. Down in New Orleans, rumor has it that the street performers are getting all unified. Who would have thought of that? An even bigger rumor, supposedly a Tremere who had been run out of New York for a blood hunt is down there as well. An anti-tribune, no less. It sounds like they've got all kinds of problems down in New Orleans. If you need more details on that, check out Sanguine_Nights on my channels. Now, down again in Atlanta, it seems while the Primogen were out of town, the prince decided to appoint an entirely new Primogen council. Such a shrewd move. And now he's called for a masquerade ball. With all that turmoil, I wonder how much anxiety is going to set in with the kindred as we wait to see what happens when the ball occurs. If you need info on that, you should check out ATL by Night. And finally, in DC, there seems to be a small problem with some black spiral dancers and a gangrel called Malik. Ooh, what is the Coterie going to do now? It's never a good sign when black spiral dancers are involved. I myself tend to avoid them because they stink up the place. It's time for me to run again. Can't do this broadcast long, don't want certain individuals to hear it. But please pay attention to this special message from our sponsors, everyone.
Free-range, ethically sourced, cruelty-free, certified humane, organic blood products. Delivered by our conscientious and discreet private fleet.
Secret.
We make sure our stock is local, sustainable, and diverse enough to suit even the most discriminating tastes. Aluka Blood Product Services. Tapping the potential of blood.
Good evening and welcome to McStabber Studios Vampire the Masquerade. And I always said board game night. I'm, of course, the storyteller, Shanky McStabber.
And I'm Relyn, Shanky's wife, and I play Lily Sanger, Toreador Primogen.
I'm Lance. I play Steve Perry, the Primogen of the Clanless.
I'm Jim. I play Quartermain. Still unemployed.
I'm Katie. I play Locke, Clan Gangrel, and I am Hound of DC.
And last week, where we left off, the Coterie had finally gotten back together all in one room. It's been a while since you guys, your perspective things that you had on your fires you had on your stove there all work together. That you finally getting back together. And while Sabrina was here, of course, nobody wanted to really discuss things in front of somebody who isn't really part of the Coterie and hasn't been through what you've been through. But with her departure, it's time, I think, finally for the Coterie to sit down and compare notes and have a talk, because a lot of shit's changed in DC recently. Things aren't what they were. And in the Kindred world, change is almost never a good thing. So we're going to pick up right there with the Coterie and the Succubus Club. All four of them together in the same room. In the VIP section at the moment, though I suspect this discussion may move to a different room.
So once Sabrina exits, I ask everyone if they want to gather in the conference room to have a discussion.
That's always where the best parties happen.
Okay.
Sure,
as we're working our way up, I do get on the earpiece and ask Ian if anything has changed with our guest outside.
No, ma'am. It's still sitting out there. Now, that's the rest of the Coterie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I needed to talk to you about that, Q.
Guest?
Yeah,
but we will.
There's a potential security issue right across the street.
Well, why don't I go deal with that?
Well, we will go deal with that, but let's all go talk first.
This probably should be dealt with now.
I think we should do this now.
What is our guest?
I
Seriously.
have no idea. I haven't gotten my
Steve,
eyes on it yet.
tell me. What are you looking at?
It looks like you when I see you on the cameras. It's just
really
a little bit of a blur. It's
okay.
Can't really tell.
Okay, I'll go deal with this. He'll go out the back door, vanish.
Okay, roll your rouse check.
And go
I'm
to
the only
roof.
one that can see that shit.
You're going to go to the roof across the street? How are you planning to get there?
I'll go around the back of the building and climb up.
Okay.
I'm going to go up to the roof.
Okay.
I will accompany Lily to the roof.
Thank you.
I am concerned.
Yeah, I'm going to go up to the roof.
Concerned.
And I'm going to ask...
I'll follow.
You're following? Okay. So
Well,
Steve's going too.
I was going to ask Steve if he would mind keeping an eye on the camera while I take Ian with me.
Okay.
He's my sharpshooter.
Okay, do you tell Ian to get his gun?
Yes, I tell Ian to get his gun.
So it takes a few minutes for Ian to get his gun. Quartermain, you have silence of death, don't you?
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, you don't have to worry about the sneaking. Is so much easier when you can't be heard or seen.
Yep.
Roll your just so we have it in case for when it's needed. Let me double check the sheet here, just to make sure. Obfuscate on my nice little summary. Thank you, Geek Domo. Find the part I'm looking for. Here we go. You can roll. It's one of the only ones not in here. It would be composure plus obfuscate, actually. Just so we know how many successes he has for when I roll against it. So composure plus obfuscate.
That'd be 9 dice.
Yep. You got lots of dice.
I got lots of dice.
Yep.
I was wondering why Storyteller was looking at me. I'm like, I don't roll
I
that.
wasn't just looking. Well, because you stared at me. I can't stand when the players stare at me. I'm Storyteller. Don't look at me. So, yeah, Steve, you're watching now. It takes a few minutes because Ian is actually getting, you see him get his case out of the arms room, and he assembles a Barrett 50 caliber sniper rifle. If you tell him to go armed, he goes armed.
I have authorized
Now,
lethal
do you
force.
want him to bring it on the roof with him or just leave it in the stairwell with him by the door?
Leave it in the stairwell with him by the door. I don't want any eyes on him yet.
Okay, you don't want him just walking across with this big ass gun?
No.
Because you're not hiding that.
No. Okay, so Locke and I are heading up with Ian.
Yep, and that gives Quartermain time to get in his position, of course. Because
and I just tell you,
8 with a crit.
and I
Good
just
to
tell
know.
Steve as we're leaving, I appreciate you keeping your eyes on it. Just let us know if anything changes, because you can see it on the camera. So okay.
And it would be
That's yours.
I just want,
Steve,
and I tell him I just want to get eyes on it to see what it is, and then I'll call you.
Steve, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
So if I whisper, he'll still be able to hear me over the headset?
yes, as long as you whisper.
Okay. That's what I'm
Because
planning to do.
interacting with the heads, he's got silence of death, so it doesn't. It's like a field around him of silence, but inside it, he can make noise.
Okay.
All I'm just trying not to break my obfuscate.
Yeah, as long as you're not interacting, since it's on voice activated mode, you could just whisper.
Yeah. Okay, guide me in.
Okay, and I guide him towards.
Okay,
the
yeah,
spot.
it's right in. I mean, you see it right at the center of the thing. Now, when everyone about the same time you reach the roof, Quartermain. Of course, you don't know this. The rest of the group comes upstairs. You can see them on the cameras coming out the door. You could see Quartermain's blur. He's kind of at the edge of where the camera would really pick it up, because it really does almost look like an artifact, except you know he's there. And the other blur shuffles down a bit, but is still in position.
How big is it? Compared to me, how big is it?
Steve, when you are looking at it, you think it's maybe... It's person-sized. It wasn't earlier, but it is now.
Okay.
But it's also not as tall as Quartermain. It's a shorter person. Not like short, maybe 5'5", 5'6". Now that you've got a reference that you can kind of use, 5'5", 5'6".
Okay. All right. So it's a little shorter than you. It just shuffled a little bit. And I tell him which direction.
You can give him a general based on where it is and how it lines up with the front of the club.
Okay.
You give him a general thing, and as you're approaching it, of course, you don't make any noises. What is the rest of the coterie doing? Just standing on the roof?
No,
rolling.
I'm going towards the front so I can get eyes on it.
Right, and you're rolling yours.
Yeah.
To try to use Sense the Unseen.
Yep. And I will use... Oh, hang on. I'll use a willpower.
Okay.
Because that's 4 successes so far.
Okay.
5, 6 successes.
Okay. You don't see it.
I don't see it.
Nope,
wow.
you don't. You don't see it.
Fucking shit.
So what do you do when you get close to it, Quartermain? I mean, Steve's guiding you the whole time. A little further, a little bit to your right.
That's right in front of you.
I turn up heightened senses smell.
Ooh. You catch a very slight smell of lilac.
Lilac.
Who the fuck do I know with lilac?
Is it? Oh.
I'm going because I know generally where it was seen because I saw it on the camera.
You were pointed out to you at one point.
Okay, so can I use Scribe?
But it moved.
Is it?
It has moved since then. You can ruse it, but it's moved. So without nothing to see, it'd be much like when you tried to use Scry the Soul at the club. It's going to be at a penalty. Your success margin is going to have to be a lot higher, but you can try.
Okay.
Is that a rouse check to use?
It is.
No, since I've been describing to Q where it is, Lily's also hearing this.
Yeah,
so.
That's why I'm letting her use it in that general direction.
Okay.
Okay.
What?
What?
Who do I know with? I reckon we ran into somebody that had lilac, didn't we?
Okay, I succeeded in my rouse.
You had somebody that wore not Chanel at one point, which was Vicky. Vicky was Chanel girl.
Well, that's not lilac.
Could it be one of the Dracula's ladies?
I got 5.
What's his name?
Dorian.
One of his, because couldn't they go invisible? I mean, what is it probably good? Like long enough, everyone.
You've only ever seen one daughter of Dorian. He's only ever mentioned one daughter.
And if she's La Sombra, this is not what she would be doing.
Well, not necessarily. She could have out-of-clan disciplines.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because she's got Protean. Mm-hmm. Because she's, Lily, I'm sure told you, she appeared as a bat once.
Mm-hmm.
Very large bat.
So I got 5. Did I sense anything?
There's something there, but you didn't get enough but you know something is there.
Okay, so I'm like, and I look around and I say, okay, do we want to take it up from up here or do we want to go down street level? Because I'm going to get its attention.
I switched to hearings. Bill.
You can hear breathing.
Hear breathing.
Mm-hmm. It's breathing. Well, it's not breathing, but it is breathing. You know what a kindred sounds like when they're faking breathing, because it's kindred fake breathing all the time. And it's definitely forced air through a pipe.
Okay.
But it's forced. You know what a kindred's
I'm not
faking. Because you're so close at this point, you can hear whoever it is either running blush of life or they're forcing themselves to breathe.
Then why would they do that?
I am more comfortable with getting attention up here.
Okay.
Because we have Ian at our
anytime.
back and a whole club at our back. If we need to retreat.
Okay, and I get on the horn and I say, somebody relieve Steve. Steve, come on up.
Thomas answers, "Miss ma'am, I'll take over the room."
Okay.
And when Thomas comes in, I'll go up.
Okay.
And I wait for Steve to come up.
And you
before I
can,
get
since
his
you were
attention.
using the aura, you feel, it moved slightly, but you can still say the general area.
Okay.
And Thomas takes over the relaying to you, Quartermain, said it moved like 4 steps to your left.
Can I create behind? I mean, shit. Okay.
When you see Steve, when you see Steve enter the roof, the breathing stops.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to create a target.
Okay.
Ian can shoot at me. I'm going to put myself directly behind it and become visible.
Okay.
Oh, we weren't exactly talking about shooting it yet.
Well,
no, I'm going to get its
it?
attention first.
We just want its tension. I mean, it's not being aggressive. I don't think that it's
Quartermain becomes visible.
Okay. So I holler out, "Would you like to speak with us?"
Right in front of you, Quartermain, a form comes into view. Skin's a lot lighter than last time you saw her. Esmeralda's kind of crouched at the edge of the building.
Hey.
Well, hello there.
She starts when you say that and whirls around. It's quite graceful for being on a ledge.
Mm-hmm.
Why, you're a sneaky one.
That's my job.
Interesting. I guess I've been found.
What do you mean?
Esmeralda.
Well, you're yelling. You don't hear her because you're.
Okay.
It's across the way.
Because I did holler at her.
Right,
Yeah.
but you can't hear her reply. She's talking soft.
Okay.
Unless you had heightened
Did
senses.
you want to speak with us?
No, I was just checking things out for Dad.
And why would Dorian be spying on us?
He has his ways. Roll. It's going to be. Let me double check my sheets here. Resolve and insight. If you have, you have resolve, obviously. Place a blood die.
Am I looking for motivations by any chance?
Checking to see if she lied to you.
Okay, so that's just straight insight then.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Critical 5 total.
It's actually good. She's not really telling the truth. There's a hint of the truth, but not really. It's the way she cut her eyes when she said it. Kind of up and to the left.
You're fibbing to me.
Well, I'm here for my reasons, but Dad does like me to check on things in the city.
What do you want?
I want nothing. I'm just, keeping an eye.
The next time, you will get shot.
Daddy wouldn't be pleased with that one. Not at all.
He can come and talk to us about it then.
You don't want that. You really don't want that. He's in a mood this week.
Then why don't you either come clean and tell us what you want?
I was just checking to see how you guys were doing. I heard there was a fire in town, and I was just checking to make sure everything's okay here. That's all. I didn't upset Locke too badly, did I? When I realized I was a bit of a bitch when I talked to her.
Well, she's right over there. Go talk to her.
Fine, I will. And she changes into a bat right in front of you. Let me roll my rouse for it. Okay. And she flies across to the other side. And you see the bat coming. You don't know what was said between her and Coterie.
How far apart are the two roofs at this point?
See, standard
Across
street
the
DC,
street.
probably about 20, 25 feet, maybe a little more.
More than that.
More like 30.
Yeah.
So 10 meters, roughly.
Yeah, roughly.
What's your potence at, Quartermain?
2.
You could make that jump.
Yeah, you can make it on a horizontal leap. Run and start, you can jump across.
Can I do that and be invisible at the same time? Because otherwise it's a
Unseen
masquerade
passage with
breach.
silence of death.
There's nothing
it
to
break?
impede you. It would break when you landed, which wouldn't matter.
That wouldn't
That's
matter.
all I care about. Okay,
Yep.
good.
Yeah.
Then I will rouse to vanish again,
Okay.
which I am fine with, and then I leap.
Okay.
And I
And-
just appear right behind Steve. Boom!
Ian jumps like 2 feet. I hate when you do that.
And I tell Ian, it's okay. Go ahead and go downstairs.
Are you sure, ma'am?
I'm sure.
Hey, Ian, we're good, buddy.
We're good. Thank you.
And he goes down. And Quartermain, you get there right about the time she's starting to change back. And yeah, her skin is like 4 shades lighter. She doesn't have the tanned look that she had. She's got more of a pale look. Or her hair still, her hair is actually moved more towards a darker auburn. Before it was a real dark brown, almost black, but now it's a darker auburn. And she's standing there.
Hey, evening.
I'm going to say this right away. I'm sorry. I was a little bit of a bitch to you. Me and Dad have been, he's in a mood, so I took it out on you, and I apologize.
Accepted. It's understandable.
Sorry if I disturbed your place, Lily. I was just checking on things to make sure everything's okay.
We're fine.
I'm glad.
Yeah. Next time, knock on the door.
Okay.
You sure you weren't looking
Yes.
to keep an eye on anybody in particular?
No, not really.
I'm going to roll lie detection on
That's
that.
Yeah, I figured everyone's roll. Everyone can roll. What did I say last time? It was resolve insight.
Insight.
Yep, everybody can roll resolve insight. This isn't one with the teamwork rules because, frankly, nobody else can help you
I get
catch those clues.
1, 2, 3, 4, and an extra.
2. 2 dice.
2 dice. You're amazing at picking up liars.
Yeah. You know what? Can roll does not mean has to roll.
I got 2.
I mean, what's to lose?
I got 4.
4, huh? Okay, now let me roll mine against you.
Watch, she's got a shit ton of subterfuge.
And nope, gotta take another blood die out. She's getting hungry. You got how many?
4.
What'd you get?
2.
1.
Okay, you locked it and roll?
Nope.
Yeah, she's lying her ass off. You're pretty sure she's lying her ass off.
Okay.
You're pretty sure. He's really sure.
Esmeralda, how are we possibly going to be friends if you continue fibbing?
Fibbing is an odd word. I'm just not being 100% truthful.
Well,
We just called them alternate facts.
If you're looking for someone in particular, let us know. We can tell you how they are, what they're doing.
I've seen what I need to see.
Okay.
Can we have a word? Just you and me.
Girl talk. Now that's fun.
I have
I'll say, I know when I'm done. So you ladies have a nice evening. And I step downstairs.
She will wait for everyone to leave.
Okay, do you go down too? Everybody goes? Quartermain, you can roll wits awareness. Being the detective that he is.
Mm-hmm.
I know what's going on.
No, you don't.
Lily don't know shit. Nobody's told her anything. I just automatically roll lie detection on everybody.
What are you saying?
Holy
Kindred
shit.
lie.
Four crits is 8 successes, right?
Yes, that is.
So that would be 9 successes.
Yeah,
Nice.
Quartermain's dice are not balanced.
No, they're
No,
not.
give me some of those.
Seriously.
That's why he don't share dice. As you were
I bought
heading
my
down,
dice from the exact same place all y'all did.
I know. I'm convinced because Steve's definitely aren't balanced the other direction.
Mhm.
As you were heading down, you did see her because you were the last one to go down. You did see her cut her eyes at Steve as he was heading into the into the
It's
club.
confirmed everything I thought. So
Yeah. Though you don't know there's a question. All you know is that what Locke told you that Sabrina had passed on about. There was an argument about her child in D.C.
right.
Right. You don't know about Steve's questioning his own heritage.
True.
So everyone leaves. It's Locke, you, and Esmeralda. Girl talk is fun. I don't get to do that often, as you can guess.
Yeah, I have a message to deliver.
Oh, cool. What's the message?
And please correct me if I'm wrong, storyteller. It was from the Pontifex to her.
Yes.
The Pontifex and I met on court bullshit, and he told me to tell you that he knows it wasn't your fault.
That's a frenzy check, I'm betting.
Cool. Man, we know it's not my fault. It's his fucking fault.
Oh, here we go.
I'll deal with him in time. Is that all we needed to talk about?
That was the only message I had to deliver.
I am sorry for being a bitch. I really am.
Tell her new hairdo looks lovely.
You look great. You look great, by the way.
You know who did it, right? I mean,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's good. I have an appointment.
just trust him. I mean, I'm looking more like my old self again.
Interesting.
Dad's not happy.
No. When are dads ever happy? I'm sorry.
You know, it depends on who he's channeling that week.
Yeah.
He's in warlord mode this week, so yeah, it's kind of dicey.
I mean, maybe he'll go back to Leslie Nielsen soon.
Oh God, no! Please, not that one. That's worse. I'll be honest, he's at his best when he's Bram Stoker's. I mean, at least then he tries to be charming and, you know, sure, he's ruthless, but he's charming and ruthless in a charming way. It's at least, you know.
I mean, it was. I laughed my ass off at that movie. I thought it was great.
Well, you try living with it.
No. I absolutely do not want to live. Yeah, that would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We suffer some odd things in this on life.
I mean, you could always go out on your own. I mean, a lot of us make it without protection.
I'm not going to bore you in too many details, but given my history, let's just say going without protection probably isn't a very good idea.
Well, maybe one day.
Yeah, maybe one day. Maybe one day.
Things change in this city.
That would be a hope. But Father's made a lot of enemies, of course, and I've made no small amount of my own. As you can see, I can be a little bitchy. And let's just say were I to not have protection, it might be, you know, grudges may have to be settled. And while I can take care of myself, it gets tiring. How many people do you have to kill before you just get tired of it? That's, you know.
Yeah, I could see that being annoying.
Yeah. I'm not Victoria. I mean.
Yeah.
I'm not one who enjoys the killing.
Which is probably a better place to be, but complicated. So.
It is. It is. I'm going to leave now. I'm sorry I disturbed everybody's night. I was just checking on some things.
Hey, we're just paranoid. So.
You should be.
We always are. It's worked so far. You have a good evening.
Before I leave, though, I do want to warn you that odd things are happening outside the city.
Huh. Odd, like supernatural shit.
There's more kindred outside the city than usual, I should say. And while I don't know who they are, there's more than what Father and I have expected. There were even a few that may have encroached on his, shall we say, his property.
Well, if you happen to make a guest of one of them, I'd be very interested in talking to them.
Father didn't make guests of them. He allowed his, I hate to use the word pets, but his lupine to deal with them. They enjoyed the hunt.
Well, if they bring back one that still, has vocal cords and shit, they can be a chew toy later.
Lupine don't normally bring back anything.
No, just, if there's a way that could be arranged. But it might be best for everyone because while you're normally safe where you are, I would hate for his property to get damaged in any kind of...
Oh, you are such a dear. Oh, wow. His property will be fine. I mean, it attracts attention when people, if the wrong people go there, but generally, our kind, when the mess gets cleaned up, you don't have to worry about things like a body or, real evidence.
I'm talking more political stuff.
Yes, he's kind of... I'd hoped he would stay out of things, but he's been dabbling a bit more than he should be, I think. But as I said, I'm going to go. But I love girl talk. I don't get to,
We'll have to hang. You'll have to stop by the bar. Purgatory.
Do all of you come?
It's generally me so far.
Oh, I'm sure I'll make an appearance then. Just, Is that bartender back?
Oh, yeah, he is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll stop in.
Yeah. All right, well, you have a good evening. And she will...
And you see her change back into a bat. And floop. Floop, that's a word now. Floop. Floops away.
She floops away.
I bet Esmeralda floops.
She doesn't float.
Totally. She totally floops.
She floops.
And Locke will come back inside.
Now, I'm sure everybody was... What did everybody do when they went inside?
Oh, I went to the camera.
Of course you did. I knew that was what was going to happen because those cameras actually have microphones.
Yes, they do.
Steve was listening in. Okay, cool.
Oh, Lily was listening right there with him.
Lily was. What was Quartermain? Were you in the same room with him?
There. Yeah, we were all in the security room.
Everyone's over.
Just leaning a little on Ian,
Ian spent the whole time just with his eyes rolling. He's like, "Oh my God, really?" What?
This is intel, man.
Yeah, I understand.
So 100% understood that everyone was going to go in there and immediately start listening.
Yes.
So there we go. We'll let y'all do your things.
Okay, so we're heading over to the conference room now.
I actually head straight over to the security room because she knows that's where they all are.
Oh, as you come in the building, you see them all kind of filing out of the security room, not even trying to hide what they've been doing. They're like, "Yeah, we were in there. We're cool."
No shame.
Yeah, that's all interesting.
Yeah.
Conference room time.
Yeah, conference room.
Yep, and it's time for a meeting of the Coterie. So I'll let y'all have your scene. It's all yours. Take the stage.
So, what's been going on, guys? It's been a minute since we talked.
Puts her head on the table.
Oh, Jesus,
Hey.
that bad, huh?
Guess what?
What?
What's that?
I quit as sheriff.
Awesome.
Yeah, I heard. But congratulations. I'm glad you dodged that bullet. How did he take it?
He took it fine. Apparently, he really wanted Art to be sheriff, so I guess it came at an opportune time for him. So
That's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, things aren't going well, folks.
So, Locke, question for you.
How's what?
Question for you.
Yeah.
When you guys reported to the prince about the herald passing, how did he react?
not distraught.
No, come on. What he said was.
Oh,
he said was one less rose in the city.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Actually, it was one less rose in the garden, wasn't it?
Same thing. Same thing.
Hmm. That's interesting too.
Yeah, it was a little lackadaisical, if you ask me.
And she looks at Coterie. She's like, I know I told you this, but since we're all here, I'm going to share it with everybody because it's interesting. Do you mind?
What?
About Esmeralda.
The thing about Esmeralda? Sure, go ahead.
Esmeralda has a child, and they're in the city, and she's fighting with Dorian about them.
She's doing what with Dorian about them?
Fighting.
Oh, fighting about them.
With Dorian about the child she sired.
What was the last thing Sabrina said about
They
didn't notice her or something like that?
He didn't recognize her.
Yeah. He didn't recognize her.
Do they know who the child is?
Well, no. I'm assuming Dorian does.
Assuming Esmeralda does.
I'm assuming Esmeralda does too.
Yeah, she was there. Okay.
So I'm assuming it was, smash and suck, like, it happens.
Wow. And you literally see Lily's jaw drop when you say that. Holy shit, that's crass.
What else is it? What else? Like,
Oh my god.
And then they make you swallow.
Oh, jeez.
She's,
That is so bad.
Yeah, she was laying her ass up. She was here looking at something, or looking for something, or someone.
So what's been keeping y'all so busy?
Well, let's see. Lupine's chasing us down the street.
Oh my god. Is that what happened to the trunk?
Yes.
Yes, because you haven't heard any of that.
Well, I apologize for not being in a mood last night to ask you questions about that. I'm sorry. I was dealing with the situation with Wayland and Raphael.
We went to the church.
Oh,
where
Jesus.
we've been a couple of times, and our voiceless friend from California was there.
What?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, please tell me you put a hurting on her.
No, because I was not prepared. He was going to fucking fight.
Yeah, I turned to fight, but then they convinced me not to.
It's like
you did nothing to it. It chased you down the street, ripped open your trunk. Now that fucking bitch is going to think we're easy prey.
We went to talk to Mother.
Yeah.
And she's ready to war with the Black Spiral Dancers. With our help.
That's fantastic. In the meantime, we're going to see increased harassment by them because now they think we're fucking chumps.
Hey, you know what? You weren't there.
I wasn't there.
So don't judge what the three of us decided to do.
That's fine. But there's always consequences.
Guess what?
And I'm the one with the target haven here.
Yeah.
So. Fuck. Okay. Okay, so we're going to war with the Black Spiral Dancers.
There's only 8 of them.
How do you know there's only 8?
That's what Mother said. Yeah, Mother
says there's only 8.
Okay, great. Great.
And Malik.
And Malik, what about him?
Well,
going to war with
them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we have a blood hunt on him yet or not?
I believe there is.
Yeah,
okay, because I haven't been told anything yet.
Blood hunts that he declared.
Without a
the
herald.
prince declared it while y'all were there. The prince said he asked Art, or actually asked Karina if he had declared a blood hunt on Malik, and Karina said not yet, and he said that make sure it's known that he is no longer welcome anywhere in Stanford's
without
domain.
A herald. I'm late getting info.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry about that, Lily. I'm sorry to hear that.
I honestly thought that was Malik tonight. I was kind of hoping.
I was worried it was. I mean, I didn't think he had the ability to do that, but who knows what he could get his hands on. So. Okay.
Met with the Pontifex.
You haven't filled him in with your investigation either, have you?
My investigation?
Looking into the Thin Blood stuff, because that all happened that same night.
Yeah,
when you took the Pontifex to look at the Thin Blood.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're looking into the Thin Blood situation.
Yeah, I did, and I basically banked on the fact that it would run him into a dead end. So I took him to the abandoned place here in the domain that we initially found them, and he ran into a dead end.
Good.
So he's exactly at the place where we were when this whole thing started.
Yes.
He's smarter than the rest of us.
And while I get that,
he'll figure it out.
While I get that, it's going to lead to the subways and to Glenn. By the way, where is he?
Don't know. I think Felix took him.
Oh, I'd guarantee you he did. I have some intel for you. You're looking for him, right?
I was here that night, remember?
Yeah, but no, I've got more intel.
Okay, go ahead. I was standing outside the door, but okay.
No,
We're not there when True Death gave her more info.
Yeah. My performer that's showing later this week, he had intel on Felix. He said about a week ago, Felix got a phone call that before the
his servant whispered in Felix's ear. It wasn't a phone call. He got a whispered from the servant.
No, he told me it was a phone call.
No, it was a whisper. I don't know why, but it was a whisper.
Okay.
While he was
told me it was a phone call, but because he said he got word from one of his servants. Beforehand, before this word was given to him, he was in a very bad mood, and then all of a sudden the servant whispered something to him, and he was like so happy.
And dismissed him.
And dismissed True. So this happened about a week ago.
Which lines up about with when Glenn went missing.
So I don't know if there's some way that, maybe a phone call happens to his servant or something, but maybe that can be something that you look into.
There's not a lot to go on there.
Some news he got a week ago made him very happy.
Well, would that have lined up with when Glenn would have been got?
About a week ago is when Quartermain sent him a text that never got a reply.
So it could be that was like, it's not, like positive, but it could be like, hey, we found him. Hey, he,
Or we got him. Something.
Got him.
Yeah. And I don't know what all you told Glenn, but if Felix got his hands on him, he probably sung like a canary.
I didn't tell Glenn anything.
Glenn was fucking crazy. I didn't talk to him. But he was, close enough to enough important people that he probably...
No, I'm talking about Stephen.
Oh.
So if you told him anything about what went down with Stephen...
No, God, no. Well, no, I don't know.
So, I don't know if you did or not. I wasn't there, but if you did, just know Felix likely knows now.
Okay. At this point, I don't remember what I told him, so...
Okay.
Go ahead, Bill, what?
Stephen, you gave Glenn the ring.
Right.
And you told Stephen that you took care of it for him.
Told Glenn.
Or told Glenn that you took care of Stephen for him. And you implied, but did not state so, but you implied heavily that it was on the prince's authority that it was done, though you did not state that explicitly.
How did I imply heavily?
Because you gave him the ring and the way you said it. You spoke with the authority of the sheriff, not as, don't tell anyone I did this for you. Because it was right in the antechamber where you knew that Stanford would see the ring.
Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, so just be warned, because I mean, Ventrue are known to be able to do that. So, to get people to sing.
I look forward to it.
To be perfectly honest, and I don't mean to be insulting, but I doubt Felix would come after you. Someone of his status, he'd go after the one that ordered it.
Yay, we get another practice.
Yeah. So, Steve, any news from you?
Well, I was going to ask Locke about progress with the Thin Bloods. Have you gotten anything back from...
Working on it. I'm currently working with the Pontifex for an alternate branding method, since there's so many of them and he's so fucking busy. Because I got a Thin Blood who can do tattoos. And hair jobs, and apparently also skin.
Yeah, we met him.
So
yeah, you brought him over to see everybody.
Yeah, so that guy, and he wants to witness the tattoo procedure and make sure that it'll actually work. But it's a lot easier to get them in if you can keep it within the Thin Blood community. Because otherwise I'm going to have to chase them all the fuck over town. I don't know why they just don't leave. Like, you get a car, you go. I mean, they can be out during the day, can't they? So, like, just fucking go. But no, they're like usual DC natives being weird.
Maybe there's things keeping them here.
I mean, move those things too. But whatever. It's fine. It's fine. I'm dealing with it.
Yeah, I'll pick up my brother and my father and his family, and I'll move everybody out of town.
Hey, but it's easier for them. They're like, they can walk around in the day. They can still be kind of normal, except for some weird eating habits. So,
Jesus Christ, guys!
Like, we have a much harder problem. And you know what? We all still left when things got hot. So I don't know. I don't understand it, but it's fine. I'm working with it. Working with what I got.
Cool.
Okay.
Thank you, Whip.
Y'all get anything else? I'm sure y'all have more.
Raphael is, for the time being, a permanent resident here.
Mm-hmm.
I am taking him as my ward until he's ready to be presented at this point. So, I am actively looking into what happened at the Black Magic.
Yeah,
because it's very suspicious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Pontifex mentioned that he was investigating that as one of the things.
No, he's not working with me on it, but of course I'm sure he's doing it for the court.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, I'm
He was interested about the fake fire thing.
As Philo told us, the other arsons that were copycatted for the Black Magic, the other ones had blood sorcery involved, and this one had accelerant instead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
I have suspicions. Yeah. I just have to get some proof.
Yeah. So, hey, at least you can knock blood sorcery off of, like...
Yeah, no, I know who did it. I just have to prove it so other people believe me.
What do you plan on doing?
He hasn't changed nearly as much as he claims he did.
No, he hasn't. I don't personally care who sits their ass on the throne. I just don't want a fucking megalomaniac.
Okay, this conversation took a turn. Are you seriously talking about overthrowing Stanford over this?
I don't know. I'm not saying I am. I'm not saying I'm not.
I would lean towards not. I mean, he's way more powerful than any of us. And even
I'm not personally going to do it, Locke. What do you think I do with my time? I build connections.
Do those connections... I mean, I guess you could try to get somebody else in here. I mean...
I'm not worried about it right now. I have to investigate.
Which raises an interesting question. Does Quartermain bring up his conversation he had with Karina earlier tonight?
Nobody. I don't know. Has anybody asked me how I've jumped to this conclusion?
Yeah, I'm gonna look. I will ask actually, because I'll look because I noticed, the response that you gave me. Be like, so what led you to believe that?
I've been having discussions with Karina.
Fantastic. I've been trying to get on her schedule.
She's been extremely busy.
Haven't we all? Well, maybe not you. You haven't been employed.
She said to cover up. She said to cover up the crack cabra.
Oh my God! Are they calling it a crack cabra?
Yes.
No, we can't cover that up now. It has to live. It's the best.
She's been appropriate with the mayor.
The exact same night she's been dealing with the fire and all the other stuff.
Well, I know she was delayed because I actually beat her to the scene last night.
Yeah, we were busy. We were talking, and then she got that call.
Yeah,
we're kind of I think we're all going to get together at some point here.
Good. Fantastic. I also have some people I plan to meet with as well once I get some more information.
I just kind of put pieces together and things fell into place. This is what happens.
Yep. Fantastic. It's nice to know I'm not alone in thinking things aren't kosher.
Yeah. I also found out how I ended up getting embraced.
Oh.
Oh, how's that?
Nathan engineered it.
That fucking bastard.
He told Razor to kill the girl I chased down.
Why?
Because he wanted Quartermain's
Because he wanted
skills.
me.
Because Nathan was a giant douchebag and he just wanted another tool in his toolbox.
But there's so much easier ways to be a douchebag.
Oh, not with Nathan. He was all complicated.
Not when you're a scheming nos.
Why didn't he embrace you then? Why did he want somebody of a lower generation to embrace you?
Power.
Favors.
He was all
favors,
about the favors.
Power.
If you recall.
And if she was not a member of the city, she could have embraced me, left the city, and didn't have to worry about talking to Vitale about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And as he told at the time, he told you, Quartermain, flat out, that your embrace was to pay off a boon that he owed.
Yeah.
He paid a boon by doing it. So
and he
erased a boon.
He paid a boon by getting, I don't know. It's just, it is so complicated. It's ridiculous.
Tracing this. Okay, no, I got this.
Science.
I saved me, but I think I can diagram this.
Okay. We're sciencing. Here we go.
He owed a boon to somebody.
Hey, Ian, can you roll in a whiteboard?
Okay.
Thomas yells from outside the conference room. Thomas yells from outside the conference room. I'm out here, sir. Do you need me to get Ian?
No, you're fine.
Yes,
He's
ma'am.
being an ass.
So Nathan owed a boon to your sire. And he's like, shit, I want to not have this boon because, you don't want to have those hanging out there. So, did he convince her that, she needed a child? Or no. Okay, no, rediagram. Okay, erase everything. So Nathan wanted to clear a boon. Knew that this girl was attached to your sire, arranges to have her killed to therefore piss off your sire. He goes to the sire and say, hey, I have a great idea.
I can solve your problem.
I can solve your problem. Why don't you sire a child
that can investigate and find
can investigate because you got to go fuck off to Europe or wherever, and clears a boon, gives him a stepson or whatever, and
yeah,
it sounds good. However, I still don't think it's complicated enough for Nathan. There's got to be like 3 or 4
I gotta
more boons
say,
there somewhere.
his level manipulating machinations, masterful. Absolutely masterful.
If I didn't know better, I would say he was Machiavelli himself.
Yeah, I'm serious, because that's just sheer masterful. But it still bit him in the ass.
Yep, it did.
Okay, so we're going to be doing something with Karina. We're going to be doing something with Mother.
How's the new boss, Locke?
Doesn't talk to me. I love it.
Oh, I had a talk with him last night.
I'm sure that went great.
Oh, it was fantastic. Yeah, Part
of the reason why I was meeting with Karina was to pick her brain about what he was like before.
Mm-hmm.
You mean Sabrina?
Sabrina.
Yeah, and she told you a whole lot while, of course, we didn't cover it on the stream, but that was a lot of your girl talk discussion while people were doing other things, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, he is as ruthless as he needs to be.
I gathered that last night. I appealed to his sense of justice because I know he has that very strongly.
I recommend anybody who deals with him put it in those terms. How it benefits the city, the tower, or justice.
Yep.
Do not try to appeal to his kind side. It doesn't
exist.
So
after the conversation I had with him last night, that no longer exists.
And I am now hopeful I may actually survive this position.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Locke.
You know what, man? It's fine. Like, I don't think anybody could have predicted he would have appointed Art. So it's fine. I'm, you know what? If there's one thing I'm good at, it's surviving. I can do this.
Totally makes sense now why Esmeralda told Stanford at his coronation, "My father accepts."
But that was before the riots when... Before...
because if Dorian stopped fixing Art on Stanford's request...
Yep.
Yeah.
Possibility.
Totally makes sense.
Yep.
And the trigger...
Well... that is exactly what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, would the trigger have worked if Art was still getting fixed?
Right.
Would he have cracked like he did?
Very interesting.
He wouldn't have.
And he's not getting fixed now. Like, that's done.
I really wonder why... I wonder why Dorian would accept that. That's a puzzle to work out later when I don't have more pressing priorities.
What would Dorian get from it is always an interesting question.
Why would he accept that deal? What did he get from it? Because that's a hell of a deal. I mean, that's a potential threat to everyone to have Art as he is now.
I don't actually, to be perfectly honest, I don't think Art is a crazy threat.
Well, no, it's not necessarily, but
he's
if
just
you,
a card.
Yeah, if you
the only person he's a threat to is people who are doing things that violate anything to do with the tower, the Masquerade, or whatever.
And while I get that, and I do everything I can to adhere to all the traditions and stuff, I've lived in Camarilla cities, and when a Justicar's in town, the body count gets high.
That's because we all tend to be fuck-ups.
Yeah. And to be honest, nobody in this room can sit here and say that we've abided.
I say I try.
Oh
yeah. No, we've done some things that are way against the traditions.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
So
but what kindred have it?
Yeah.
It's the hypocrisy of the condition in a lot of ways.
Well, we got to have the rules like that are pretty obvious.
Without rules, how can you break them?
Don't do the thing. Like, you should know not to do the thing, but we've got to do the thing.
We got to do the things. I mean, our beast sometimes commands it. Oh.
Just let me know when y'all are done sharing. I
think I'm done sharing. Are you guys done?
Yeah. Is there anything that I know that I have not shared?
I know. I assume Quartermain's not sharing his meeting with Razor. I assume Steve is not sharing some of the questions he has at the moment.
Not yet.
About himself. I know I'm thinking about what lock has been picked up. Do you tell him about Stanford's comments about fire? About burning his enemies out with fire? That was one thing that he said specifically, repeated, actually referred to burning them out with fire 3 or 4 times.
Oh, that fucker.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's going through her little notebook.
No, that's his MO.
Oh, I know. Trust me. That's why I was.
And does anyone mention Karina's reaction? Because I know you saw it when he said that. She flinched.
Yeah.
Yeah. I assumed it's because of the whole Ventru bad blood thing.
She's known that the whole time, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like
I'm sure Karina put two and two together that
she put
burned
2
out
and 2 together right there at the meeting last night.
Yeah, she put it together. And now that I've heard this, it pretty much confirms it for me, but I have to get more intel to convince others. So.
And does Lily mention about Grigori and Ivan tonight?
I will.
Because Steve knows they were here and you left with them.
I will. I was out earlier because when you guys arrived, Locke, and when you brought Sabrina by, because I had requested Grigori assist in investigating the black magic.
That magic wasn't involved.
He's a tracker. I think Wayland isn't actually dead. But do not report that.
Nope. I mean, it's not really something I'd go in.
And I'll tell you the reason why I think this. He's relatively young. I have suspicions that based on stories that Raphael told me, that he's younger than Rachel was. There would be remains. There were none.
Huh. No, I'm not gonna. It's not a Stanford kind of reporting thing. It's
so Art came in and said he smelled dead kindred. He didn't say dead Wayland. He said he smelled dead kindred. So I'm going to, and so basically, I figure Art knew Wayland long enough. He'd know Wayland's smell.
I wonder who else died in the fire.
I know, and that's what I'm looking into. And if Grigori can't figure out what's going on there, because he couldn't even find a trace. He said he had this weird resonance there, and when I used my special sight to see, I saw like this gray haze.
Okay.
So I don't know what the fuck's going on there.
All right.
When you mentioned the gray haze, it reminds you of something, or reminds Locke of something. When you tried to use Eyes of the Beast when Oblivion powers were blacking your vision, you could barely see, not very well, you could barely see, everything was a gray haze. It was like a very thick fog. And Quartermain, you as well, when Oblivion was used to block your sight, you used heightened senses and could barely see. Not very far, but that was the exact description you had of, it was almost like a gray haze was over everything in the area.
Oblivion?
Somebody used Oblivion.
Oblivion, yeah, because that's. I mean, I've only been in one of those little cloud thingies.
When Vitel did his thing.
Yeah, when I couldn't
Well,
really.
when I saw it, when Vitel did that around me, it was pitch black.
Yeah, and she flashes on her eyes. She's like, I could.
Your eyes glow red, or actually your eyes are gold, right?
Yeah.
So her pupils turn as a glowing gold now. That's her Eyes of the Beast is a glowing gold.
Fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and I was using heightened senses at the time, and I had a very similar sense.
Okay. That just made some things click for me. Thank you.
What?
Intelligence and it's always fun to try to remember recalling something.
A cult?
No, recalling something in particular that happened. Intelligence and
awareness?
Okay, intelligence and awareness. Yes, that's a good one actually. It's not wits, and intelligence and awareness.
Okay. 4, 5.
You do recall that look between Ivan and Grigori when he was talking about it was something, an odd resonance, and he had suspicions. You do recall there was an odd look between the two of them. A little nod from Ivan and a nod from Grigori back.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But it also clicked something else for me.
What's that?
It's not that I don't want to, it's that I just truly can't discuss it right now. I need to resolve some things first, and then I can openly talk about it.
If you're going to talk anywhere, this is the only safe place.
I was approached by Marcus Vitale tonight.
Holy shit!
Fuck.
You were not being entirely truthful.
Oh, I didn't lie. I said I wasn't going to tell you.
That's why I said you weren't being entirely truthful.
I said everything should be fine now. I didn't lie.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit! What the hell did he want?
He wants me to retrieve an object for him so he can inform me of what happened at Black Magic. And he holds no ill will against the Coterie.
Cool.
He understands that we sought our power.
He may understand it. Doesn't mean he holds no ill will.
Well, no, he said that he had no grudge against us.
Yeah, I bet.
He was perfectly pleasant.
That doesn't mean anything.
No, trust me, I'm aware, Quartermain. I was trying not to shake the whole time I was talking with him, okay?
Oh, my God. Oh,
I just tried to keep my composure the whole time because I'm like, holy fuck, he's going to kill me. He's going to kill me. He's going to kill me. He's going to kill me.
Do you tell them that was who warned you to?
He also warned me that, I'll just fucking say it, that Stanford might try to firebomb my club next.
You have another place to stay, right?
I do.
Cool. I would highly recommend staying there now.
Well, see, the thing is, if he can get rid of the four of us, we're loose ends.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm aware of that.
And hey, we're sitting in one room right now.
I'm also aware that I have all my guards on 24/7 rotating shift, and I have a small army. If he wants to bring it, he can bring it.
But it's just, why not just be at a different place?
Oh, I'm not saying I won't, Locke, but I'm not going to tell anyone when I go.
No, I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Don't want to know.
It is a secret on purpose.
He can come try to find me if he wants.
But yes, I'm planning on getting Raphael. Raphael was severely injured. I'm trying to get him healed up a little bit more so that it's not a masquerade breach to take him outside.
How bad is he? How many more days does he have?
I'm saying he's probably got at least 4 or 5 more days.
Really?
Yeah,
he would.
I won't lie. I didn't think any of you Toreadors could take 4 or 5 days.
He's a tough fucker, okay?
Wow.
Yeah.
I am truly impressed with this guy.
Yeah, so am I. So am I.
It's not even 4 or 5 days. He's already healed a couple times, hasn't he?
He's healed once.
Yeah, twice.
No, once.
Once because it took him.
What's the day and the next day?
No, actually, once. Yes,
once. He's healed once because he was injured yesterday, so he's healed today after rousing.
I am impressed.
Yeah, he was significantly hurt. At least 80% of his body was burned. So
fucking metal.
Yeah, he's a tough bastard. So yeah, I'm probably going to give him a little boost to that too. I can do that.
I need something from the two of you, Steve and Lily.
What's that?
I need you to turn on your various sites and tell me if my friend is still around me.
I assume you're talking about the old soldier friend?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Go ahead and let Lily roll. We'll wait for you because yours is a lot different than hers.
Is it still resolve or can I use wits?
Nope, resolve all specs. Wits all specs is only used when you're not trying to see, when it's storyteller driving to see if you involuntarily catch things. It's funny that you have better when you're subconsciously catching things than consciously. But
I got
that's the way it is. 3? You open your eyes to the other realm,
and I'm just looking
what's
around
unseen.
the room.
then you don't see anything.
I don't see anything, and I look over at you.
But Steve,
how about you?
When you look over at him, his eyes have gone black.
Oh, fantastic!
And Steve, yes, there's a soldier standing behind Coterie.
Behind you.
Same one. I think you've seen him before.
Okay.
Yeah,
Here we go. This was a thought I came up with tonight. There are people that are using spirits to do various things around the city. Could one you be using one as a spy?
I mean, he's only shown up when there's been like trouble.
If you'd like to roll intelligence occult, anyone with occult can roll intelligence occult.
Not necessarily. I'll roll it too. Not necessarily. That's just when they happen to notice it.
4 or 5.
Okay.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5. Both of you all about tied. From your end, Quartermain, we'll start with yours. You know from your various books that you have in your library down in your haven that there have been mentions of certain clans that use spirits to watch things.
Yeah.
And Lily, having been disturbed by the madam in the past, has come to realize that the madam knows way too much of what's going on in the city or what's going on when it comes to her tower, like how to find people, how when Steve described the ghosts ring the club, that the madam definitely has been seems to have the ability to at least use the ghosts that serve her.
And I look at Steve and I say, "Is he still behind him?"
Yes.
I look directly behind Quartermain and I say, "If you work for her, tell her I need to see her."
Okay.
Does he do anything?
The ghost starts and looks dead at you.
Because he can see me seeing him.
Suddenly realized you see him. And the ghost leaves.
He just disappeared.
Yep.
Yeah, I was right.
Madam is keeping
Son
track
of a bitch.
But we don't all have ghosts. You had a ghost. Lily had a ghost.
That you don't know about.
That's right. She's never told the story.
Oh, you had a ghost, so just you?
Only one I can't see them, so what I get, all I'm getting is what I get from these two. So somebody's had a spy on me all along.
I don't.
Yeah.
I didn't want a ghost, but I didn't get a ghost.
What did I call him, Bill?
Let me look in my book real fast. I've got it written down.
Jeffries, I thought.
Yeah, I think it was Corporal Jeffries.
Corporal Jeffries, yep.
Corporal Jeffries.
That sounds right. And we'll go with that.
Okay.
Yep.
Son of a bitch. Okay, I'm going to need to find a way to deal with that. Because I can't have
Talk to the Pontifex, get a ward against spirits.
That would
I don't know if I want to talk to the Pontifex.
Okay.
What's wrong with the Pontifex? He's fine.
He knows nothing of our involvement.
You know nothing?
Let's keep it that way.
He knows absolutely nothing of it.
I mean, you could talk to Grigori.
Yeah, he does owe us.
Yeah, you could talk to him about how you can get it to stop. Good luck.
What do you mean?
If she's controlling it, good luck.
Fuck.
There ain't much you can do when someone that old wants intel.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, now you're in our seat.
Oh, honey, I've been in your seat longer than you realize.
Oh?
You were the first, motherfucker.
Wow, you said that in front of him.
Yep.
It's just like, what?
Yeah. Well, because he's thinking back to the madam saying that there was another.
How do you think I got this club?
I'm not surprised.
Well, Quartermain, as far as Quartermain's concerned, he tracked down Helena and had both of your memories were wiped. That's what Quartermain was told. And that's what Quartermain remembers, is both of y'all had your memories wiped.
That's why she's getting the eyeball right now.
Locke is too busy being indignant.
She didn't wipe your memory.
No.
Who didn't wipe whose memory?
Helena.
Thanks a fucking bunch. I do all the fucking work.
Oh, trust me, she sent me with work.
Oh.
Wait.
Nothing even related to you guys at all. Is she wants me to track down her enemy.
As I told you before, though, at the time, you were given a choice whether his memory was wiped or he was killed.
Right, and
her
honestly,
first instinct was to destroy him.
Yeah, and I tell you that. I'm like, the option was either wipe you or end you. I petitioned for you to be spared.
So wait,
Thanks.
You're
all
welcome.
got an asshole in our heads?
Oh, she's not in my head.
Well, but like, you know,
she's not in my head. It's a little different. It's a little different. She's not in my head. I just have to pay attention to rumors, whispers to see where her enemy might be. And probably more than likely unsaid, if she needs to leave her place, she's going to come here and take over mine.
Which one is she looking for?
Meneli. Bruja. Very old Bruja. They've been fighting. Otherwise known as Menelaus.
Isn't that the one? Isn't that the one Chaz has in his head?
Oh, I have no idea what the name of the one in Chaz's head is.
Yeah, I thought.
We have no idea the name. Because I asked the madam the name and she refused to say it.
Not in her domain, she wouldn't. Not in her tower.
Well, then that eliminate. I mean, just process of elimination.
I don't know if it's him. I don't even know if he actually left Chicago. He could be hiding out right there under her nose.
I mean, he could have gone to Boston.
He could have gone anywhere.
So,
but
yeah, I mean, we don't.
Hey, awesome, fantastic.
Yeah, so that's basically what I'm doing. And of course, any good juicy gossip or anything I pass along, but that's just Toreador shit.
Well, speaking of things in people's heads and juicy gossip, I got a problem. And I do need to talk to Ludwig.
Yeah, I know you do. I tracked you.
Oh, shit.
Why were you in my labyrinth?
We're going to stop right there, and we're going to take a break. We shall be back in 10 minutes, everybody. We're going to leave that one hanging because that's awesome. And I'll see everybody in 10 minutes because that's a story that needs to be told.
Oh, my God.
Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. I've always been the hunter, nothing on my tail. But there was something in you I knew could make that change. To capture a predator, you can't remain the prey. You have to become an equal in every way. So look in the mirror and tell me, who do you see? Is it still you, or is it me? Become the beast, we don't have to hide. Do I terrify you? inside? Does it terrify you? Or do you feel alive? Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. So embrace the darkness, and I will help you see that you can be limitless and fearless if you follow me. We are the lions in the world of lies. We are the predators, the hunters, the hunters, the hunters. Become the beast. We don't have to hide. Do I terrify you? Do you feel alive? Do you feel the hunger? Does it howl inside? Does it terrify you? Or do you feel alive? Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin to burrow within. Do you burrow within? Do you feel the hunger? Does it howl inside? Does it terrify you? Or do you feel alive? Allow me to introduce myself, though I fear you've heard my name, and that you've heard the story of Countess Bathory. History is told by the victors, heroic warriors, and mad kings. Will you hear my story from the lips of Bathory? They call me blood-sucking demon, queen of hell, sadistic killer, a monster. political rivals keen to destroy me and take my property. My plea was never offered. All my confessors were all tortured, or how they destroyed me for my property. They put me up, shut me up, shut me up, put me up, put me up, shut me up, shut me up, and told a story of a bitch called Bathory. Blood-sucking demon, queen of hell, sadistic killer, a monster tale, bathing in the blood of virgins. Keep me beautiful, drinking the blood of virgins. Keep me youthful, the blood countess. Who is she really? Who is she really? Blood countess. Who is she really? Elizabeth Bathory.
And we are back from the break, and right before the break, there's some, as Quartermain said earlier, while we were on break, it's a come to Jesus moment for the Coterie, where a lot of secrets that have been held are being shared because the Coterie's fragmented in a lot of ways, and they're being beset by things that they kind of need to be unified to deal with, and each one seems to have information the others needed in some way that only when it's shared does it come out. So we're going to pick up from there, right where Quartermain had asked Steve about what you were doing in his labyrinth.
Labyrinth? It didn't really seem labyrinthy to me. It was more of a straight walk and maybe one or two left turns.
Disappointed in Gangrel. She looked so disappointed. Why did you go in there?
And I just look at Locke and say, really? Why do you think?
Yeah, but
even I can put that together.
I understand why, but why?
Need to.
Locke, he is willingly accepted, dear.
So, yes, Q, I did go to see her. I learned a few things, and I'm a little confused about things myself. Turns out, I may not be a Kaitif from a Malkavian. But I may be a Lasombra Kaitif. So
you can almost hear the gears turning in his head.
And I have no idea.
Click, click, click.
Who my sire is.
Bet I do now.
But I know that it's a she.
I bet I know now.
I do too. Because I've spied. But yeah.
She had eyes for you, Steve.
Oh,
did she?
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice.
She was here for you tonight.
Mm-hmm.
No idea. But you know, all this stuff in my head about Granger and Malkavian stuff, it was put in there, and I don't know how it's messing me up. I was hoping to talk to Ludlow.
No, think about what Granger does. remember when we cleaned out the Thin Blood place here? And Norton and Art had the kind that were there taken to Granger for reprogramming?
Right.
That's what he did to you. But the question is why?
Yeah. And what would put him up to doing that? I mean, he's...
And what?
That's a hell of a boon.
He may have been... I mean, she's Lasombra. He may have been threatened.
So do we still have to kill Granger?
Oh, of course, he's an asshole.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm betting Dorian.
No, they were just... I don't know if he knew before now. Because they thought about that just like the other night.
Okay, so Quartermain, why do you think he would be involved in that?
To have a Kaitif in the family? That would be an outrage.
No, but why would Dorian want her to sire?
No, Dorian wouldn't want her to sire.
Oh.
Dorian didn't want her to sire.
Okay. Then it was found out. I see your.
And then it was found out she sired a Kaitif.
Yeah.
And we can't have that.
Because he's a Ventrue. Ooh.
I think it's more likely, given the timing of the fight, that he was not involved in the whole Granger situation, because the one who would protect the child is the sire, not, Papa Drac.
Yeah, but I think she might have been protecting herself.
Yeah.
Because if she sired and Dorian found out, he would have lost his shit on her, especially finding out it's a Kaitif.
Yeah. So I think that he was not involved in the Granger Steve situation.
No, but he might have been the reason why she went that route.
Could be.
To protect herself.
Because otherwise, why are they fighting about it?
You still haven't said who you're talking about to Steve. Right. He doesn't know who she is.
Esmeralda.
What? I said she was here for you tonight.
Yeah, but he didn't catch it. He didn't.
I wasn't putting it together.
Esmeralda.
I got it.
Steve's had a bad night.
Yeah, it's a lot to process.
I
bet it is, Steve. I bet it is.
Okay.
Well, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. It's still shitty, and.
But it gives me an extra reason to want to destroy Granger.
I'm so sorry all you guys have parental abandonment issues with your sires. I mean, this really sucks.
Fire Club again. Now you're actually... Okay, so see, the funny thing
At least you're working it out.
Yeah, so the funny thing is, Steve, we are even more alike now, because now we were abandoned for everybody's better interests.
Yeah.
Right? But the difference was Steve was abandoned and then tortured.
Yeah.
Or at least that's his memories. Though it's obvious Grangers have been a prick to you every time you saw him. So a lot of those memories probably aren't false, because you were found staked. That is a fact.
I bet you he was so resentful that he was forced to do that.
I bet he was.
And you know how he's an ass.
Yes.
So he's always going to lash out when he's resentful.
I mean, it's a lasso protection program. It's not going to be ideally run.
No.
I guess sometimes it is better just to be left in the woods. But see, now you get to work through your own issues too, if you actually go to her and say
Yeah, well,
with Big Mama Lasombra in your head.
To be perfectly honest,
no
she may have. If they only had this argument recently, she may have only realized because of the way you constantly are changing your face.
Would she though, or would she have done it in, say, cahoots with someone who could do that sort of thing? I mean, I have no idea how much of what my memory is real and how much was put in there.
Who does your changes for you?
That was Mallory.
Really?
And, even though I seem to remember him being out in L.A., he might have been here the entire time when Granger took me over to him to make some touch-ups while Granger put the screws to my head.
That's so fucked up.
Well, at least now if we kill him, we know we're not going to upset Art.
Yeah, but you'd really want to get
Oh,
your,
but we
you really
have to
want
do
to
it
get your
with
mind
permission,
right.
dear, or else Art's going to kill us.
Oh, I know. He'll figure out a way. He'll fuck up somehow. I mean, he'll come and attack one of us or one of our domains and whatever, and
Then we still can't destroy him, even if he attacks in our domain.
If only the prince would just offhandedly say, "You should kill Granger."
I mean, honor in domain.
Yeah, but in the domain, you can basically defend your domain, but you can't destroy a kindred in that defense.
Yes, off the record. What Coterie?
Steve, off the record.
Mm-hmm.
He was on the table.
That's right.
But Steven showed up first. Sorry.
Okay. Oh shit!
Yeah,
who all did he want you to kill?
Let's see.
This is
Granger, Steven. There was one other, and I can't remember. I can't remember the other one. Unless you want to help me out, Bill.
Gino.
Well, that's an obvious one.
Yeah, but he expected Gino to make an appearance in the city.
Okay. Yeah, it's off the record. Now, Locke, is it off the record?
Yeah, it's off the record.
Okay, is Vitel talking with me off the record too?
Oh fuck yes, it's off the record.
Thank you.
Oh my
Thank
God.
you, because otherwise I'd probably be dust tomorrow because of Stanford. Okay.
No. I take things to Stanford that have to be taken.
Okay. Thank you.
We're going to have to ward this room against ghosts now.
I can work that out. I've got multiple Tremere at my disposal at this point.
Jesus Christ, I can't believe that.
What, me?
No, me and this
stupid ghost. The ghost? Yeah.
It's like, how many places have I dragged that thing around town
Everywhere?
and said what in front of and...
Well, the number of times I've used Oblivion Sight around you, Q, he wasn't there.
It's true.
He seems to hang out in this club. I'm not so certain he's strictly tailing you for your intel. I think he's hanging out here when you're here.
Though the other times you saw this man, it was
actually
always,
there was one.
The other times he's been seen, that particular ghost was only when Razor was also around.
Right.
But that could be coincidental.
That could be.
That could be coincidental. I think he's actually tasked to hang out here.
But unless something changed, which Coterie, in the past, that ghost was directly associated with when Razor appeared.
Mm-hmm.
I did talk to Razor tonight.
Oh.
No.
How'd that go?
Oh, it's fine.
He did mention, he brought up, remember, he did talk about Razor. He already told you about Razor because he figured out that...
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yep.
We buried the hatchet.
Good for you.
Now that you didn't tell him that you totally buried the hatchet.
No, I didn't tell him that.
Not literally.
I'm still a little pissed about my cook.
Well, it was because I talked angrily to him.
And unfortunately, whenever we have kind around us, eventually one of them...
Oh, I understand they're fragile. I get it.
Razor has emotional issues.
No shit. Really?
Yeah. But apparently he reads secrets in their entrails. So he sees things when he... So, if you had a question, you could always piss him off and then get him to read the entrails.
Point him at the...
Exactly,
yeah.
right.
Oh, got you. That might come in handy.
Is he considered tarot?
He's a Malkavian, sweetie.
Oh God. Okay.
Do you tell him you don't? That's all you reveal about your meeting with Sybil?
I'm
just curious. I just want to know if you reveal anything else.
You know what? I'll reveal a little bit more about what she told me.
I'm just curious because I want to know how far this sharing session goes.
I have to say I like my agreement with Sybil.
What's your agreement?
Well, she will use me.
Hey, wait a minute. Why are you able to say her name and I get shit?
Because I accept her.
You are mine.
Who did she say that?
And in my head I say yes.
He says that in his head. You are mine.
And I say back yes.
I did Sense the Unseen and I got 6. I want to look at Coterie.
Okay.
Nothing?
You see Coterie?
No ghost?
No.
Okay, it's not back. Okay.
But she said that she would use me, she would hurt me, she might even kill me. but she will never lie to me.
Okay, so that sounds like a real bad deal, man.
Not really.
I can understand Steve liking that actual deal.
Think of how often he's been lied to, Locke.
I mean...
All the time.
All the time. His memories aren't even the truth.
Right.
I miss Steve.
I get the motivation, Steve, but I swear to God you're playing with fire. When I walked in and saw you, I saw fire everywhere and her eyes.
No, you saw
Or
eyes.
black eyes. Sorry, but I swear it was her eyes.
Everywhere in the club? In the city?
Everywhere.
You were just surrounded by fire.
Yeah, surrounding.
Eyes watching you from a black...
Mm-hmm. From a black...
area in the middle
from a
of
black
it, yes.
space around the fire.
No, in the fire.
Or in the fire. Yeah, that's what I saw. That's why I knew. Well, yeah, that's why I knew. But yeah, it
it's not good.
It will not end well.
It probably won't, but...
That's why I said I don't know if I can protect you.
I don't know if she's convinced that you're as faithful as you think you are.
She's wrong. She did not see me. She saw him.
Oh.
Hey, Locke, you can understand wanting to find a place to belong, right?
I know.
Are you sure your premonition was about me and Sybil?
I don't know. It triggered as soon as I saw you.
I wouldn't be so sure. Who else have you seen?
Well, you already know I said.
She's so young. She's so clueless.
Oh, that bitch gonna get
Wisdom of the age. Why would Helena choose her? You're all such imperfect tools.
Yes, we are.
Break easily. But she is wrong. She saw him. His stink was on her, I know.
I have it on good authority that it was not her you saw. It was the other one you saw tonight.
Either way, both of them are fucked up.
No, only the one.
Jesus.
And like always, when you're in the club, the voice is always the strongest. And Locke, it's odd. You didn't hear any of it, but you could feel something. Maybe an echo or a remnant of it. You know, you couldn't hear it, but you could tell something was going on because you felt the chill up your spine briefly, like the touch of a cold finger. But you haven't heard her voice in a while.
Let's see. We got all of this stuff.
Yes, we got all this stuff.
Yeah.
What are we going to do, folks?
I'm going to go see the madam.
You, right?
Yeah, just me.
Okay.
Just me.
Do you have to get like an invite or something?
I asked the ghost to tell her I need to meet with her.
No ghost here that you see. It's empty.
I know. I looked and he's not back. So
right. There's no ghost.
I imagine I'll hear something if he works for her. If he doesn't, and I don't hear anything by tomorrow night, I will call the tower itself and hopefully someone will pick up. Because I'm not going to go unannounced. That does not go well.
No. No, it does not.
Generally, how you survive ones that old is you show courtesy and politeness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, and Quartermain.
Yeah.
When it comes Granger's time, however it happens, this one is mine.
Just for like, you're just gonna kill him, right?
It'll start.
No, Locke.
It'll start with that.
No, Locke.
No, dude, don't. You are on the fucking edge. You don't want to lose yourself to that asshole.
No, I don't.
You are on the edge. I need you to hear me on this.
I'll take it under advisement.
Thank you.
The night is getting late. At this point, It's been a long talk, a lot of awkward silences in this discussion, a lot of revelations, a lot of interesting things. But dawn has come, or at least it's close. So people have to start thinking about where to go for the night. Where is everyone going to sleep for the night?
Haven ready?
Yes, it is.
Yes, I go to my haven.
Anyone is welcome to stay here if you'd like.
I go to my haven.
You have any
I go to my haven.
Any particularly fireproof suites?
The basement's the closest thing to fireproof, dear. Because by the
true.
time the fire could come down to the basement, we could get out.
Or get your ass carried out.
Or get carried out. So I'm actually gonna go check in on Raphael again and ask if he would like for me to stay with him so that I can assist him when he rouses.
I would like that.
I will.
And you look at the art, what he's been drawing. Mm-hmm. He's come up with several nice outfits. Amazing, actually. Quite talented.
Wow.
It's obvious where his skill lies and how Wayland had the outfits he did and part of his performances. And that's where we're going to have everyone go to sleep for the night. We're not ending this episode here. We're not done. That's where you're going to go to bed for the night.
Okay.
Yeah.
And everyone goes into a dreamless sleep. And Locke, your bed is in your new haven, isn't it? Or in your new domain?
Yes, it is. It is not in the club.
Right. And it's not it's not in the club's domain. It's actually over in Adams Morgan area, where you've been granted 1 block around Purgatory. It's part of your club. You have an odd dream. It's not really a dream. It's a fragment of a dream. It's very indistinct in a lot of ways. It's like a weak dream, which is still odd for a kindred. You can't remember most of it. All you can remember was a voice saying, "You turned your back on me. And thus, I shall turn my back on you. Good luck surviving." That's all you remember from it.
Oh, I think that's all I need to remember.
And as the sun sets, you start to rise again, and you feel your body start to move. And everyone make a rouse check.
Succeeded.
Very good.
Made it.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
And as you rise, of course, when you get up, Raphael's a little bit more healed than he was before.
Really hungry?
Not really. That's odd. How come I was hungrier yesterday, but not...
Sometimes you can will your blood to heal and you will be fine, and other times it will take a lot out of you and you'll be very hungry.
I'm never going to get used to this, am I?
How's the pain?
Pain's mostly gone.
Okay.
That was one of the first things that kind of...
Went away?
Yeah. This is the weirdest condition. I was in pain, but it wasn't like, when that sharp, it was like a constant reminder of pain. But it's mostly gone now.
Well, you're looking better, darling.
Well, I still don't have any hair.
That's okay. That'll come back.
Does it, when it comes back, is it going to take a while to grow, or?
You'll wake up, basically you'll wake up the next day and it'll be full head of hair like you had.
Okay, I know some people would pay money for this.
I know.
Amazing stuff. Amazing.
I know.
So what is everyone's plans for this day?
Oh, Jesus. Oh, no! I freed my dog!
Yep. So let's we got to have a scene with that one in a second here. But what is everyone else's plans?
I'm checking my phone real quick before I exit Raphael, because I of course asked him if he needs anything. I want him to kind of stay put, but I tell him he can have whatever he needs.
Okay.
Yeah. So any messages or anything on my phone?
Grigori.
Ivan?
No, actually, Grigori left a message.
Interesting.
Voicemail.
Okay, so I saved that number for him.
Yep.
Okay, what does it say?
I figured out some stuff. We'll have to talk. It's odd, but I figured out something, at least. It's a little something.
Okay, so as I'm walking down the hallway, I'm calling him back.
He answers, I can't talk on the phone.
I know. Why don't you come on over? We can have a private chat.
I'll be by later.
Okay.
And as you're walking around the club, let me find out what everybody... Steve, what are you doing?
Well, I'm going to try to have a little less disastrous roll on...
Your sweeps? I understand that. Coterie, what's your plan?
Good Lord, I have no idea. I got a lot to think about.
I'll come back to you.
I think I'm going to catch up on my reading.
Okay, so you're going to be, for at least in the beginning, going to be working on the book. Got it. Locke, you got to deal with your wolf. How many did you get? 5?
Nice.
Okay, pretty good, pretty good. You find 2 bugs.
Really?
Where?
One on the VIP level, one on the main level.
What kind?
They're not military grade. They're nice. They're decently made. Tiny. But they're not military level. That's why it was easier. I mean, you found them.
How were they concealed? I mean, where were they?
One was jammed in a cushion. And one was actually up in one of the air vents.
Do you let me know?
Yes, of course I do.
Lily,
Right away.
when you get up, Thomas, as soon as he sees you're active, ma'am, some dude has been standing out front of the building for like 2 hours now. He just stands there, and we go out and try to talk to him. He won't answer us. He doesn't move. He just stands there.
Okay, I'll go and check it out.
Yes, ma'am. I mean...
What does he look like?
It's a fucking butler.
Oh, okay.
What the
Fantastic,
fuck?
fantastic.
I don't understand what...
Oh, I've been expecting him. Thank you.
Really? He just stands there and he won't talk and won't move?
He only will talk to me. So
I haven't even seen him blink.
Yeah, I know. Trust me. It's weird. Weird shit. Just ignore that.
Jeff is standing out front at the door just watching him just cuz.
Jeff, I'm coming. Hang tight, babe.
Okay, so what are you planning now, Steve?
Well, I still need to coordinate my visit with Ludlow.
Okay.
There was something else, but I can't think of...
What about the bug?
Oh yeah, we're going to be investigating the bug.
How are you going to do that?
Take it to my little electronics lab.
Okay. And you said it over the headset? You found one?
Yeah. And I let you know.
Two.
I say over the headset as I'm walking to the front door. I will check with the guys. See if also check the camera footage, because we do have cameras in the club too. See who might have set them, because we have cameras on the floors and the hallways.
Okay.
Okay.
Will do.
Okay. So.
Okay, I was just checking something in my notebook here. Locke, 3rd time you fed the wolf.
Okay. All right, I activate Feral Whispers.
Okay.
Which I can do for free with my with Slinky.
Okay, I get it. Okay, I get it. I'm working for you now. Fine. So what does this entail? Do I get to eat people?
Maybe if I need a peopleette. I'm hoping that I can just give you whatever food you want, and you'll be happy with that.
So how do we determine who gets? We got to start the ground rules right. How do we determine who gets at?
We should probably have like a word that if person's there and I point, and that person needs to get at. If they're attacking me, feel free. Just have a ball. If they're attacking one of my coterie, who you're going to have to meet, but there's 3 other people, they're attacking one of my coterie, you can eat them. Not my coterie, the people attacking them.
Okay, so
thank you for clarifying that.
Now look, I talked to Moonhowler, who's done this shit before.
Mm-hmm.
Moonhowler said, let me put it this way, don't be giving me that kibble shit, okay?
No. What
okay,
you want?
Just making sure, because we got to establish the groundwork here.
Ribeyes.
Don't be giving me that kibble. Oh God, I could just smell it on her breath. Oh, it's rough. Okay, so, and out of it, what does it mean for me? I'm trying to understand how this.
I will also protect you. I will give you as good a life as I can.
I mean, I feel stronger. I feel,
Oh yeah. You can be. And actually, let me look at my sheet, because I can give the wolf
any one of your disciplines. It's no longer your highest level discipline.
That's right.
It's any. You can change it.
It's basically a ghoul.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Any one discipline, level 1 power from a discipline, you can give it, and you can change it just by feeding it more blood.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
So what would you have given it?
Probably, to start off with, fortitude. So it does make it stronger.
That makes it tougher, yes.
Makes it tougher, so yeah.
Harder to chew.
I can also give you other things. Like, I know wolves can, like, see real well in the dark, but you could see really well in the dark, and she pops on Eyes of the Beast. Like, even without a moon or stars or anything, like, you could see everything perfectly. Can make you, like, really, like, fast, celerity. So I can do that for you.
Okay, so we can work this. We're going to be pack mates. Got it. Don't eat your other pack mates. Got it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we are pack mates. Don't eat my other pack mates. I'll get you really good food. I might need somebody to watch out for me during the day. Just depends on how things are going right then. And to not be seen as much as you can in the city.
Are you ashamed of me?
No. Just people freak out, man.
I like it.
I know you like it. You know what? Maybe we'll go find some hikers.
You can smell the fear, and you can almost taste it. That is, oh.
Oh no, dude! I totally get that. Just we have to be very selective about where we hunt. I hunt too.
Okay, I get the feeling I don't have a choice, but okay, we can do this. We can do this. And what is this slinky? It doesn't translate.
Okay. I was told your name was Slinks in Bushes. Do you want a better name?
They didn't tell you the rest of it.
Oh no.
Slinks in bushes to eat 2 legs. Involved me hiding and they were so tasty.
What's a better name?
I like that one, but I mean...
2 legs? I can't call you that, though. I'm
fine. Slinky's... I just didn't understand the it's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine. I can
grammar,
do this.
Weird stuff.
Just let me eat some people once in a while.
Yes, absolutely. I'll find you people. Don't worry.
And the wolf gets that weird grin that you see, that half open mouth grin with the fang showing at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, also, let me introduce you to Jack. And she goes upstairs and finds Jack.
He's not arrived yet, but he should be there shortly.
Yeah. So we'll have to make sure Jack is also on the do not eat list.
I smell him.
Okay. So he's a good guy. Don't eat him.
If he attacks you?
If he attacks me. Like if anybody attacks me,
this is complicated.
Yeah, it is. Everything's complicated. I get confused by it.
We'll work it out after I eat the wrong person. We'll figure it out.
Exactly.
She hits you on the nose with a rolled up newspaper.
That would not end well.
So while you're finishing your conversation with your wolf that seems to be a little bit bloodthirsty, just a little, with a little bit of snark added in there on top of it, you guys review the footage.
Kind of like
going to the door.
I know, but you're looking through the footage. It's easy to find. You can find it on fast forward. Gus was going through, one of the guards, Gus, was going through and cleaning all the air vents as part of the cleanup in the club. That's the only time you saw the air vent messed with. He went through all of them on the VIP and the first floor, just making sure they're cleaned up. That was the only one.
It's Stanford's, man.
Well, the only one who knows that is you. And you go to the front door, and yes, the one you expect to see is standing there.
Good evening.
She starts blinking.
Mm-hmm. I see my request was received.
The madam sent me. You will come tomorrow to see her.
Okay. Thank you.
You can bring others if you want. She does not mind.
I appreciate her graciousness.
That is your choice. And then he turns and stiffly starts walking away. And Jeff's still standing at the door, and he's like,
don't ask. Weird shit.
That is the weird. I've seen a lot of weird shit with you, ma'am. But that.
Don't ask.
He didn't blink till you came out. So
he was a messenger.
I'd hate to see what's on the end of that message.
Yes, you would, and you never will if I have anything to say about it.
Yes, ma'am. And you go back in the club.
Yeah. Okay, so you tell me.
Mm-hmm. Do you tell her over the headset? You know.
Or,
I find her in person.
Okay,
and show
perfect.
Her.
So I'm heading back up towards the security room because I know you're looking at cameras. And I walk in. I'm sure you're showing me too.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I say, okay, so have we looked at the cushion as well? Because we should have a camera that could see.
Oh, the cushion was sat on at various points by various guards. Most of them, when they were taking a break, that seems to be where the guards set to take a break. Gus was on it at one point too.
Okay.
That's where they like to set for a break because it's right near the kitchen, right near the bar. They hang out there where they can watch both and the front door when they're taking a break, so they can still keep an eye on things even if they're on break.
Okay. Oh, by the way, he works for Stanford.
Oh, good news.
Yeah.
Is he going to be kept on retainer, or is he...
I'm thinking I might need to fire him.
Like in the incinerator?
That was my first thought.
Feed now.
What's that?
I have another mouth to feed now. Just putting that out there.
Okay.
He's got a bloodthirsty wolf feeding him to the wolf. But yeah, Rillin doesn't know, or Lily doesn't know it's a bloodthirsty wolf yet. That wants to eat
No, does
people.
Locke want to call and ask Lily where to get good steaks for cheap money?
Actually, you get a text.
Okay.
Lily, where do I get cheap good steaks? Or doggo.
Come to the club. I've got just the rack for you.
Oh my God, because she don't even know whether she's talking about like real steaks or oh my God, you're gonna try to make it could be cannibalism you're proposing.
Can I bring her? She needs to meet. She should meet all of you.
Certainly.
Okay. Totally oblivious. Locke will be bringing Slinky with her.
Oh my God.
Smiley face.
Yeah, it's gonna
Do you let Quartermain know that you're bringing your pet to be introduced to everybody?
Actually, yeah, she will text then, group text, and she's like, "Come to the club, meet my doggo." Dog emoji, heart.
Yeah.
I probably should go.
I mean, she's really excited about her new pet. I mean,
I know.
There is
That's a big
actually
deal.
a reason why she has to meet you.
I
do
understand.
you let Thomas know anything about Gus?
I'm trying to decide that. I'm trying to decide how I want to handle this because I
Okay,
want to separate him from other people.
So while you're deciding, everyone waits around and doesn't take long for Locke or Quartermain to get there. Quartermain actually beats Locke there. Right? No. Yeah, Quartermain beat Locke there.
I actually want to walk by Gus and do scry the soul on him to try to determine if he has been altered.
Go ahead. Let me pull up my reference here real quick. Come here, sheet. Gotta see. Don't go blind, everybody. Don't go blind. Intelligence plus Auspex versus Composure Subterfuge.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, let me look at something else real fast. Just got to double check something. You got 7?
Mm-hmm.
Was that a critical or just a 7?
Actually, it was a critical.
Okay, because that actually makes a difference with a lot of disciplines. I want to double check before I say anything because I don't want to mess this up because, you know, I can't give away all my secrets. Just half. Okay, yep. You got that, yep. On a win, the answer is okay. You need to go to page 250. You get to figure out what questions you want. Your margin.
Wait. Back to Tainted Grail?
Hmm?
Or we go back to Tainted Grail, going to...
No, we're not going to that book. That's different.
Okay.
Okay, I'm
you
going
get 4 questions.
Okay. I want to ask if he is a ghoul.
No. Not a ghoul.
Is he a vampire?
Weekly.
Motherfucker.
Oh my god.
That's 2. You have 2 more.
I want to know if he's been dominated.
No.
Okay. His emotional state.
Amused. One additional thing. Because there's one critical win. You got a critical win. Something unexpected.
Okay.
Give me a second. I'm thinking to double check what I want to do. How I want to phrase it. Because that was a good roll. He has been involved in something. Or he has recently taken a stain. On his humanity.
You gonna eat him?
I might let Raphael eat him.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Quartermain arrives, and then, of course, Locke arrives. And when Locke comes in, she's got... I'm not going to say it's a small wolf, but that's still no damn dog. It is no way in hell a dog. And the first thing you hear is a squawk over the headset. Ma'am?
Ian, turn off the camera for right now.
No, I'm just going to go on my break.
Okay, go on your break.
Thomas,
it's fine. She's friendly.
That is... Is that a damn wolf?
Yes.
No, it's fine.
Really?
but it's Locke's pet, so it'll be nice.
But
it's a mix.
It'll be fine.
And then you hear Thomas come over. Oh, just man up. Go down there and say hi to it.
Technically, you said you're allergic to dogs, right?
Well, yeah, but...
Well, technically not a dog.
I mean, yeah, but technically a dog won't rip my face off.
No, that's actually not true, because dogs can totally rip your face off. I have some YouTube videos you could watch.
You're not helping.
Okay, it's odd that Locke would know about these things.
Yeah, you're not helping.
Have the links.
Thomas like, ma'am, I got it. I'll go relieve him for a few minutes.
Okay, thanks.
He can go sit and twiddle his thumbs in the conference room, or he can twiddle his thumbs checking the roof or something.
I'm going to activate awe as I'm walking by Gus. I want to see if his eyes are attracted to me.
Okay. Go ahead and you're going to have to roll. As always.
Yeah, I forget.
It can be contested, you know? You got to roll.
Which one is it?
Hang on a second. Let me get my switch glasses. You make me switch glasses. We went a whole session with almost no rolling. And now...
I know. Now I'm making you roll for it because now I know who fucking set the fire.
Do you?
Oh, I'm going to because I'm going to fucking interrogate
Manipulation plus presence.
Nice.
Which means you can include your extra die for your blood potency.
2, 3, 4, The maraca of death. And I'm going to willpower, because that was a lot of dice I heard.
And it's the end of the night.
And it's the end of the night, and I
That's
have willpower.
metaing the shit out of this game, everybody.
But you know what? Actually, it makes for this lovely curve where it goes chill, and then we just go all out.
I know, that's why.
Go buck wild.
That's one of the cool things. It's metaing, but it's really cool. As you can see, as it ramps up towards the end, and then when I put a surprise, holy shit, right at the very end, y'all are willpowerless. It's awesome.
I haven't spent a willpower in weeks.
Okay.
That's because your dice roll too well.
Okay,
But
so
whatever, we're fine with it.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That was a crit. And one more success. Okay. So I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 with a crit.
His eyes turn towards you.
Good damn.
Good.
Miss Lily?
Yes. How are you, dear?
Enjoying the overtime.
Yeah? So before I instituted that, you been out and about doing anything fun?
Same as always.
I'm always working. I almost never have any fun. So.
I work, get off work, go hang out, talk to certain people.
Mm-hmm.
Anything, past messages that I need to, relate.
Mm-hmm. And when you don't get enough of those, you plant bugs. And I'm going to use interrogation.
Okay.
Manipulation, persuasion, interrogation with my presence added.
Because all is up.
Because all is up. Alright, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Here comes maracas of
8.
death.
And then 1, 2.
Do you even
3,
have enough dice?
4, 5, 6. Yes, I do.
Barely.
How many dice did she roll for that one? All of them.
2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to use a willpower.
Okay.
So that's 5.
You really, really, really want to eat this guy.
Yes, I do. Or I want Raphael to. Okay, so that was a blank. That was fine. And take these out. Take
And your
3.
question was a bug, right?
When he doesn't get enough of those, does he plant bugs?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's one more success. So I got 6.
I get it. Busted. Sure.
Mm-hmm. What else do you like to do?
Party.
Mm-hmm.
Look, boss ain't gonna be happy you're running me over the coals like this.
Boss ain't gonna know a damn thing.
Oh, he will.
Oh, no, he won't.
Oh, I'll tell him. And if you think I'm gonna disappear and he won't know,
I don't care.
You're a brave woman.
Yes, I am. Did you set the fire?
What fire? You gonna roll persuasion or resolve and insight, right?
Resolve insight, and then I'll do manipulation, persuasion, interrogation again.
Well, no, to check to see if he's lying.
Yeah.
Resolve insight.
I know. Not enough dice to beat him. That's 4 with a crit.
You set no fire.
Really?
You think he's telling the truth?
Mm-hmm. Thomas, check the cameras and find out where Gus was about 2 hours before sunset yesterday.
Okay. Thomas reviews it a bit. Gus wasn't in the building. He was off. He wasn't here, ma'am. I don't know where he was, but he wasn't working that night. He came on at about 10 o'clock, I think, that night.
Uh-huh. I need somebody who can smell really good. Ooh, hey, Locke, bring your wolf.
Oh, okay, cool. She just comes up. She's like, cool. Where are you?
Down here on the main floor with Gus.
All right. And she wanders over with
aren't you a pretty wolf?
Yeah.
And I just smile at Gus. Can you ask your darling companion to smell him and see if she smells anything that might resemble gasoline, fire, smoke?
Yeah, and she'll ask, does he smell like fire or like gas or cars or stuff like that? Anything weird that's not a human smell?
He smells kind of dead like you.
Oh.
And he has death on his hands.
Wait, he smells dead?
Yeah, thin blood.
Just kind of dead like you. Just, yeah.
And I say it out loud. Thin blood.
And Gus is eyeballing the wolf while it's sniffing. Just eyeballing.
And death on his hands.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like he killed something, or he has something.
Like he killed the herald.
Blood, like blood on blood, like, you know.
Blood on his hands.
Yeah. It's faint, but it's still there. Blood.
Yeah, faint, but still there. What's going on?
Grab him.
Huh?
Grab him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go for a grapple.
And I'm going to take out my stake, my hair stick.
As you go to do this,
Uh-huh.
a chair lifts up from another part of the bar and comes slamming into Locke. Strength athletics for you, Locke.
Okay. All right. 1, 2.
I take out my freaking.
Hang on,
looks
nope,
like-
you can't yet.
I know.
Looks like Puppy's going to get a meal after all.
Oh. Well, that's a 5. Messy crit.
Okay, we'll double check the power because I'm not as well versed on alchemy shit as I need to be, honestly. We don't use it that often, but I need to double check. I'm pretty sure I know how this works, but let's double check, you know, just to make sure. Yep.
Son of a bitch.
What?
Okay, it slams into you and knocks you off your feet. No damage to you, actually. I mean, it's not going to hit you hard enough to knock you, to hurt, to like knock you over.
I'm grabbing my my Desert Eagle.
Okay, you're pulling that out, so that's what you're doing.
I'm doing that, but I have rapid reflexes, so that's only half my thing. I'm also saying on the intercom, Steve, you want to assist?
Be right there.
I just want his head.
I can do that.
As Locke gets slammed into, can she say one thing?
Sure.
Storyteller?
Yeah, go ahead.
Say, you can eat that fucker!
Well, you can say that as you get hit by a chair.
Yeah.
Blindsided. Actually, a blindsided by a chair.
Oh, I hate chairs now.
Okay, so here's how it's going to go. You're pulling yours. It's not in a very easy place to gather, so you'll use it next turn, but you'll have it fully out. The wolf was kind of surprised by this, so everyone's going to get to go basically a new round. Okay? We'll see how this goes, because this is interesting to see how this goes. Yeah, that's going to be an interesting one. Double checking something here real quick. Okay. So what's everyone's plans?
Going after this little shit. I'm going to grapple him.
And the wolf is going to try to eat him.
Yes. I'm helping.
And Lily is going to try to shoot him with a Desert Eagle in the club.
I am actually covering. If he tries to waylay Locke again, yes, I will fucking shoot. I'm basically holding until Steve comes.
Okay, that's actually a good idea. You were muted. You might want to unmute to say it.
Sorry, I'm actually holding. I'm covering in case he waylays Locke again.
Okay.
Because I know Locke can take some hits.
Oh, she didn't even get, I mean, her skin didn't even split from getting
I know
cracked.
she can take some hits, so I'm covering. I'm not wanting to fire yet.
Okay.
But the threat is there. If he fucks her up, I'm going to end him with my gun.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm waiting on Steve.
Okay, roll your grapple.
6 to grapple.
Yep. You got 6?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Thomas.
Mr. Quartermain, all hell's breaking loose downstairs.
I think we need to lock this place down. Nobody in or out.
You get a hold on him, Locke. He's stronger than he appeared, but not strong enough.
You've got him. I'm going to stake him.
Hang on.
I know he's got to fight back. God damn, he's tough.
No, that's something else going.
Wolfie. Do you need the wolf's dice pulls?
No, I'm good with this. Wolf tears into him. Now, you remember, these are thin bloods. They heal like a vampire. But
Right.
They take damage like regular humans. And a regular human hit by an enraged wolf.
Mm-hmm.
That's a human that's being held in position. A human that can't move.
Mm-hmm.
Does not hold up long.
Good.
The wolf leaps up, plants both paws on his chest, and his jaws lock around Gus's throat. And the wolf just rips
His
throat out.
Mm-hmm.
And in one gulp, you see the wolf throw his head back and swallow the chunk
Nice.
that he ate.
Nice.
I'm so proud.
And Gus
Blood
falls.
is everywhere. Oh, yeah, he's got his throat ripped out. Yes.
Good.
Blood is everywhere. Because when being grappled, his defense was 1 die.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was held.
Mm-hmm. Good.
If he was supernatural, I'd still let him roll against it. But he's a thin blood. He's not that supernatural.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's blood everywhere and a dead thing in your hand. Not.
I look at Steve and I say, "You," because I'm sure he's down here by now.
It takes him a few more seconds. This happened in.
Okay.
It takes him. You know,
Okay.
Steve's running down the stairs, and you hear all the other guards running.
And I literally say, "Call her off, Locke. Call her off."
Okay, that's enough.
It tastes like shit.
Yeah.
I'll give you a steak for that, darling.
Right? Tastes like rotten meat. Is that what you taste like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh. Ugh.
We'll get you some good steaks. So.
I gotta eat something to get this out of my mouth. Ew.
Just lick your butt like every other dog does.
Scott,
Ma'am, what the hell just happened?
it's fine. We've got it handled.
But Gus is dead?
Yeah, Gus is dead. He was a spy.
Ma'am, you do know that all of us are here 24/7 right now, so nobody else is on the floor with you, but there's a lot of other guards here today.
I understand. Keep them tied up right now. We are on lockdown. Just keep them tied up.
And you hear Thomas come over. That's all guards stay in position. Don't move. Stay right where you are. Just hang out for a little bit.
Okay. Scott, bring me a steak from the kitchen.
Yes, ma'am?
I'll go get
He's kind of confused, obviously. Like, yes, ma'am? So, yeah, Steve, you get down there, and yeah, there's a dead fucking body.
Okay, so
One of the guards, Gus. You recognize the guard.
I look at Steve and I say, "Could you please use your sword and chop his head for me?"
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Well, it's not hard because it's half already.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole front half is removed.
I want
You
it
just have
cut
to take the
clean
rest.
off. And I'm going to grab a box from behind the bar.
Wow. Okay.
And I'm going to put the head in a box.
So what's in the box?
You know what else you can put in the box?
What's in the box?
First, you put a hole in the box.
You could stick in a box.
That's
to
right.
Stanford.
Are you really going to send his spy's head to him in a box?
I'm going to put it on ice for right now. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it yet.
I was about to say that would be bold. That would be a message that cannot fail to be taken.
So,
but yeah, Quarterman, you come in and there's a dead guard in the club.
We didn't.
Without a head.
No
Without a head.
information. No information.
And you see a broken chair.
Did we get any information?
He wasn't.
Anything?
He, no direct confirmation, but definitely he was involved. I can guarantee it.
He hit me with a chair. Things escalated.
Yeah. We were just talking. It's on camera. We were just talking. He attacked.
A good old interrogation would have been good.
I tried.
Yeah.
He was a tough nut.
Thin blood, though.
Stanford has thin bloods in his camp.
I think I know where the damn notebook is now.
Where?
Stanford has it.
So I'm going to basically work with the guys to clean up the mess.
Yeah. We should probably send somebody over to his place.
You have his address on file.
Yeah.
Down.
I'm going to go. Anybody want to take a trip with me?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's get this cleaned up first, and then we'll go.
Yeah, it takes a little longer. You can have the rest of your guards do cleanup too. If
Okay,
you want,
I'll have the guards do cleanup.
You know what? Why don't you let me go look at this place?
Yeah, okay.
I have a little lighter touch as far as investigation is concerned.
Than beheading and leaving. Yeah.
I've been wanting to do that for a while.
You know how much blood's in the human body that
reason.
just got drained out in your floor? It's going to be a little bit of cleanup. It's not a quick
And then
cleanup.
I'm going to go let Raphael know that I poured one out for Wayland.
Before we break, Locke will go, these are them. These are on the do not eat list.
And the wolf smells, but they smell dead. Are they really going to die if we eat them?
Yeah.
I don't want to eat them, but if I bite them?
Yeah, eventually they will die.
What about the ugly one? Can I nibble him?
And Quartermain's brought the steak.
Nibble him.
And I said, please give the steak to the wolf.
I hand the steak to the dog.
Oh,
there you go.
I like him. He brought food.
Yeah.
He did a good job.
Yeah.
Does anyone call it a dog?
I didn't call it a dog.
I was about to say, I'm waiting for that one.
And I asked Locke, what did you name her again?
Well, her name was already Slinks Through Bushes to eat two legs. So we shortened it to Slink.
Oh, I like it.
Get better food next time.
We will, absolutely. I will find better food.
Is the steak to her liking?
Is it to her liking?
Oh, yeah, she loves the steak. She likes Quartermain now.
Yeah.
She tells you, I like him. He brought steak.
Not real fond of chewing on him. Apparently, he tastes nasty.
No shit.
Okay, so if Quartermain wants to go, I tell Thomas to give him the address.
Steve, why don't you come along?
Okay.
You're going to come along, and that covers what Charles are planning.
Mm-hmm. And
he can be quiet.
Fine.
Ish.
God, rub it in.
Ish. Quiet-ish.
Ass.
He has the silence of the grave. He's fine.
He does, actually.
I will.
He doesn't use it often.
No, I do have silence of death.
Yep. And you know what? We're going to end the episode right here.
Okay.
Right here. We're at a good point. Because to do this next scene is going to take a bit. And it's been an interesting night for the Kindred. A whole come to Jesus moment for the Coterie. A whole sharing of secrets and a discussion that this Coterie needed to have. Honestly. Really needed to have. And now I think everyone a little better understands what each one of them has been going through and where they're conflicted. And of course, the spy sent here under the prince's direction has been murdered in the club.
Mm-hmm.
And what is the prince going to think when his person no longer reports in? And while you've got lucky that the guards weren't on the floor at the time, could have very easily gone a different direction. Now we have Steve and Quartermain going to go investigate where this person was, the address they listed. And in the realms of the Kindred, there's plots and spies and betrayals. But for once, I think the Coterie is finally back on a little bit of track to work together again to try to deal with what's going on. The real question is what does the Coterie plan? I heard talk of opposing the current prince. And if you do oppose the prince, what are you going to do about Art Morgan? The prince's domain is his, to do with as he wills. The right of destruction is his.
We're anarchs again.
To ordain or not. But is the right of destruction, does that override the keeping of the traditions? And if the prince uses his right of destruction in a way that could be Masquerade breaching. Which one takes precedence to someone of the Age of Heart? And what oblivion was used there at the fire that you're suggesting? What does Grigori have to say about it? We'll all have to see how that plays out. So thank everyone for coming. And of course, we had no special guests, which works. As always, pop into Gehenna Gaming's Discord to chat with us after this. You'll find everybody that plays, even a lot of the guests, except for Quartermain, who doesn't do Discord.
In Mixstabber's Lounge.
In Mixstabber's Lounge on Gehenna Gaming's Discord. Of course, check out all the other channels on the side. Right before this is always Long Beach by Night. Macabre Derek's after this. Though we are now alternating. One week we raid Macabre Derek. Other weeks we're going to raid Q Times. Because, you know, we love Q Times. We love Jake over there. Indigo QT. So last week would have been Macabre Derek. Though it really depends on the timing. More times Q time because they're already streaming while we are ending.
Sometimes Macabre Derek starts a little late.
Yeah, if he starts after us, then we'll have to by default raid the other one. So we'll deal with that. And of course, if you want to see our old YouTube, our old content, it's on YouTube.
Yep.
If you want to support us, give us a follow, give us a subscribe. Go ahead. We love it. Anyone got any comments about this episode before we go? You got a bloodthirsty.
I love your puppy.
You got a bloodthirsty puppy for sure. And
Lily likes him sassy. I like that.
And killing the prince's spy, that can't go, you know, that can't have no repercussions, right? I mean, you know.
Oh, it'll be fine.
Yeah. Okay.
It'll be fine.
So thank you all for coming, and we'll see you next week.
He can send what he wants to send. I'll kill them all.
Tell them. Whoever comes for me, whoever it is, I'll kill them all.
Lily's going to go all John Wick on him.
Yep. Of course you will. So, good night, everyone.
Good night.
We'll see you next time.
Good night.